Room purge. So we'll kind of, I guess, pick up where we left off last night. Let me hop over to the YouTube side and just make sure the subscriber mode setting is what it needs to be. So bear with me for a second. But I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Seems like it's kind of a quiet Friday night so far. Okay. All right. Okay, I think I got it. I think I done got it. Let's see. Pop up on here so that I can follow the YouTube side chat. If you are on the YouTube side, you're more than welcome to hang out. I enjoy everybody stopping in. But if you want to participate in the auction itself, you do have to come over to the Niknax side. So just follow that QR code down there. I do combined shipping. What else? I don't charge you guys for anything shipping wise outside of whatever the service delivery people charge you to physically take it to you. Otherwise, I think that's about it. We're basically working on purging the vast majority of inventory out of my dining room. So let's get started. Oh, thank you, Liddy. No, I'm not leaving. I'm not planning on it at this moment anyway. But you know, we'll see. We'll see how things go. I'm planning tomorrow, I think, at some point. Maybe, I don't know yet if I want to go live and talk about it, or if it's better just to make a video and put it on at 7:30 like usual. But anyway, I'll fill you guys in more later. So our first thing tonight that we're going to run is a set of these Mexican blown glass cactus. And I saw a set of these recently at Savers in Olathe, I think. But one of them looked like it had been broken around here. And like reapplied, like it honestly looked like it had been hot glued back on. So I didn't get those. This is not those. This is a different set that I picked up at Goodwill at some point. There is the crude pontil there, and in typical Mexican blown glass style, it's that nice, thick, kind of crudely blown. You can see some of the bubbles in there. This one here is a green stem with like yellow, I don't know what these are, the arms of the cactus coming off. The top part I would kind of say is clear-ish. It's hard to tell because of the green base. It kind of looks green. It might be a real pale green on the goblet part itself. The other one is a completely green stem and green arms, but it comes down to a blue colored foot, which I thought is really cool. Let me grab this again. It's kind of hard to hold. Hold on. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that. The blue foot on there, which I think is just stinking cool. I like that. Again, same thing, crudely blown. There's the pontil. This one's a little bit smoother than the other one. But there's no chips or cracks or issues to it. I'm not positive how many ounces these hold. If I had to guess, I'd probably say 8 to 12 ounces each. Let me weigh the set of them here. They're right at about 2.5 pounds. All right, let me get this moved to the stage and get us set up here so we can get on going. Da, 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 da. Okay. I heard through the grapevine that Niknax was kind of having some trouble running earlier, and so far it seems okay. So hopefully it is. But if things crash out or whatever, guys, I will be back on tomorrow or tonight if it comes back up within reasonable time. But just a heads up on that. All right, so we're going to run these two Mexican blown glass. I guess wine glasses, right? Wine glasses. Nice, heavy, thick glass. We're starting at $12 for the set and running for 20 seconds. One has a blue foot. One has a, I guess, green. It looks kind of the same as the top part here. Hey, Katie. I hope everybody's doing good tonight. Like I said, it's kind of been a quiet Friday. I spent all day getting everything packed up from the sale yesterday. So if you bought anything from me yesterday, it got dropped at the post office this afternoon around 3 o'clock for you. Okay, these next two pieces I had gotten, and I had bought them for resale, but then I was going to hang on to them because, like, you can't feel this, but can you see what I'm talking about? Like the glass took a whack or something, you know, like it's fractured on the inside. You can't feel it at all. This one over here has one right here. Same thing. You can't feel it at all. So maybe it was produced that way. I don't know, but I want to point it out. Here is the base of it. It is hollow, but it is weighted. And there's a set of 2 total of them. And they look pretty identical, but this one's a little bit smaller. And this one, I don't remember. So it has a few of those same like little spots in there that, again, you can't feel them at all. I guess they're almost kind of like air bubbles. Now this one here towards the base does have, I'm trying to get it in the right light for you, does have like a very small chip here. It's not sharp or anything, but I do want to point it out. And again, there's a hole here. So I think these are hollow, but they're very thick glass. So just decorative pieces. Let me weigh them. They're quite heavy. Yeah, they're right at about 5 pounds. Let me hit restart. Let's edit this bad boy here. I swear, every time I'm doing this, updating a listing, there's like some little ditty in my head. I do too. I think they're probably bubbles, but I don't know. I just want to point them out because this isn't something I've really ever bought and sold before. So I'm not honestly like super familiar with what's normal with them or not. But anyway, again, yeah, you can't feel it at all, but they are there. So starting at $12 for the set of 2. They're black, white, and kind of gray, swirly. Together, they weigh about 5 pounds. I would think this one, the larger one's probably roughly 4 to 5 inches in diameter. The smaller one is probably 3 to 4 inches in diameter, something like that. I did. I was waiting for you, La La Love. I did. Let me grab it real quick. Let me make sure I set these things down right so they don't roll away. Okay. All right. I think this is the one you're talking about, right? And I bet you when I originally listed it, I bet you I just probably gave like the diameter of the whole thing. I bet you I didn't measure the interior pieces. It's about 5 inches wide, about 4 3/4 long, and I would say probably just over an inch in depth. That one's big enough. Go ahead and run it. All right. Let me find out the diameter on it so I can make sure we put it in a box that'll work. It's right about 12 and 15. Okay. That ought to work. Let's hit restart. Let me edit this. Let me weigh this here, because I know it doesn't weigh as much as those giant glass ball things. All right. Okay. All right. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. And it does have a tiny little nick to the wood right here. Just FYI. Here's the back of it. There's no stickers or signatures or anything like that. But really cool looking. All right, La La Love, congratulations. Thank you. Mark this one. Set it to the side for you. Okay. All right, guys. This is going to be a little bit sad. I'm going to be honest with you. For any of you guys that watch my channel, you may remember that I picked up these cups. And I, honest to God, can't remember much of the information about them. But we did figure out who the artist was and all this stuff. And these do sell for pretty good money. And I had a set of them. Especially a set of them, I should say. But somehow the other one got broke. Not chipped, like broke. So I'm down to one. Oh yeah, no problem, La La Love. So anyways, I thought we would go ahead and run this. I can't remember. It's Coffee by the Sea. Oh gosh, and I can't read the signature anymore. I know we had figured it out. With your guys' help, we'd figured it out. But it's like this very, I don't know, I'd almost say with the style, like in the bathing suits and stuff, it seems kind of like 1920s, 30s-ish or so, maybe, in style. All right. Dun, dun, dun. How much do you weigh? About half a pound. All right, cool. Let's update this. And so it's a really cool cup. And I'm very sad to have to inform everybody that the other one got broken, because it was a much cooler set, I'll be honest. So, starting at $12, we were running for 20 seconds. And I want to say this held maybe 16 ounces. I'm trying to remember now. All right. Set that guy there. Okay. What else did I pull out earlier? Oh. So I had this other set of art pottery mugs, and I think they were signed. Let me peel back the sticker. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that signature is, but they are signed. Probably roughly 12-ounce mugs. Let me peel this sticker back too. So, and yeah, most all this stuff, guys, is, stuff that I got while out thrifting, and I haven't processed it, so I'll clean it up for you and remove any stickers and stuff like that. So, I don't know. Can anybody make out that signature? I don't know. But really cute coffee mugs. Let me show them to you better. Hand-thrown pieces. Really nice. At first, for 1 second as this came around, I thought that was a crack, and I was like, what the heck? But no, that's just the glaze. Like, naturally. They appear to be both in really, really good condition. And I don't know. I'm a sucker for the art pottery mugs. I see no chips, cracks, crazing, no issues. They're both signed. Let me weigh them real quick. Right at a pound. What am I doing? What in the world am I doing? Here we go. Okay. All right, guys. So the set of 2 mugs, we're going to start at $8 and run for 20 seconds. And I'll show you guys the, is it upside down? I'm not sure. I'm having trouble even telling which side's up on this. All right. Trade you places here. Okay. So not long ago, I picked up these 2 bowls. Let me see if I come back a little bit, if you can see them any better. They have this enameling in them, and I've come across some more recently, but I like this one better. It has, if you can tell, kind of this like sort of swirled almost design to it. It's this very vibrant, like pearl iridescent metallic looking. They're just little nut dishes, silver tone on the outside. One of them still had the sticker, Simply Designs, handcrafted for you, hand wash only. Variations in color are the handmade nature of this product, made in India. So then it has the matching one here. And is that dirt? Yeah, that's just dirt. And while the light is not cooperating, as usual, they're both in really great condition. Very mid-century modern sort of style, I think. Edit item. Okay. I think we might be good, actually. All right. So starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. 2 really cool enameled nut dishes by Simply Designs. I don't think they're terribly old, but I really like them. I saw one, I think it was in my last video. What color was it? Was it a maroon-ish kind of color or something? It was so pretty. But I don't know. I like the ones that are like swirly and designed. I don't know. Somebody had asked me yesterday about brass, and I went downstairs and I so far have only found a couple brass things. Now I may very well have brass somewhere yonders over here outside of those. Where'd I put them? The pitcher and stuff that I showed you guys last night, which I can bring those back over. Oh, and the cowbell, naturally. But the 2 additional pieces I found last night that I had downstairs was this little, what is a quail guy? I don't think he has any stickers. Is he marked, though? No, that's not any mark that I can tell. Or is he? No. But he's in good condition. No issues to him. So I'm going to run him. Might as well. How much do you weigh, little guy? Right at about 1 pound. All right. I think we're good. Okay, so starting at $8, running for 20 seconds, we have our little brass quail. I feel like these came in sets, didn't they, originally? Like it would be a larger one and then some smaller ones. They weren't chained together or anything, I don't think, but... All right. Now the other brass piece I got from downstairs is quite heavy. He's a giant camel, though. Oh, he's got hair stuck to him. I need to dust him off. But he, again, I don't think has any damage to him. Try to get a hold of him, show you the back side. There's his underside. He's definitely got some weight to him. I don't see any like maker's marks or anything like that. Let me weigh him. He is just a little over 3 pounds. And then let me, oh dear, here we go. Give you an idea of his size. He is about 9 inches long and stands about 7.5 inches tall. So let me hit restart. I don't know if you did or not, Peculiar Finds. I am in Casey, though. I'm south in Casey, south of Olathe by like 10 or 15 minutes. Technically in a rural area, but y'all, they've been putting in so many subdivisions. I don't think it's fair to call it rural anymore. All right. And what he weigh? About 3 pounds. So let's edit that. Oh, golly. Not 29, Amanda. Okay. We should be good there. Okay. So starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Nice, heavy brass camel. You're born and raised in Peculiar. Oh, you're over at the Lake of the Ozarks now? Are you in the area that's been getting plenty of rain, or the area that hasn't been getting like any at all? I've been hearing it's like, depending on where you're at, some places have been saturated over the last couple months and other places are like dry as a bone. Yeah, it would be really cool for a nativity set. I'm sure they make brass nativity sets. Why not? Okay, you guys. I'm going to show you this. I got to take them out of this little wrapper. Like an archival kind of type sleeve I've kept them in. I think this originally went on something because it's got this little piece here and it has like not a hole that goes all the way through, but it looks like it would have been held by something right here. But these pieces I think are wood. And let me show you. It does have a little bit of damage right here. It's a vintage piece, and I want to say when I was looking up info on it, well, I had trouble finding quite a bit of info, but I know that these became like popular again in the 70s, but something about this makes me think it's a little bit older than that. It is impressed on the back here. I don't know if I'll be able to get it where you guys can see it. It says made in Germany right here though. And this is a print, and I feel like the kind of crazing, crackling look there, I think is kind of meant to be that way. Yeah, the subdivisions moving south are very annoying. When we went to the post office earlier to drop stuff off, in our little town that has one main like street drag, you know, and we just had our first stoplight put in along with a quick trip in the last couple of years. We sat at the stop sign for over 2 minutes. And in a small town, like I hate to sound like that grumpy old woman, you know, but dang it. That's not how it's supposed to be, you know? So anyways, the frame does have a few little dings here and there, but it's an adorable Victorian style picture, little boy holding on to his bunny. La la la. Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. We bought our house in 2012. Let me see if I'm able to do this and talk at the same time. We bought our house in 2012 and had, you know, it still had that real small town feel to it when we moved out here. It was, I don't know, but we were still only like 10, 15 minutes away from any major like amenities you would need. And so we thought, well, that's a decent trade-off, you know? And no, it took maybe 5 years after we moved here, it just like started booming, which I'm sure for the city, they're ecstatic. But for me, I hate it. All right, starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Oh gosh, you're in Dallas, Fort Worth now. I bet that's a busy area. Yeah, and the quick trip that they put in here, I rarely stop at. I'll be honest. It's kind of a pain to get in and out of. It's super busy. Which I find a lot of quick trips are like that. Not just super busy, but like the way they design the flow of going in and out of it, I don't like it. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of it, I suppose. All right, what else we got? What else do we have out here? I don't know. I thought I'd seen some other stuff earlier. Those go to a picture. What were these? Oh. Now somebody asked me yesterday if I had anything that glows. And I completely forgot that I had these. And I picked these up, I think at Heart and Hand, not too long ago. These are Franciscan glasses. It's a set of 4 of them. And I can't remember what they called this color green, but they're kind of like that 70s avocado green sort of thing. Yeah, I-35 is absolutely nuts. I'm a back roads girl. I only take the highway if I absolutely have to. I will take the gravel, dirt roads, rural roads. I will drive an extra 10, 20 minutes to avoid the highway if at all possible, because I hate it. All right, so I have a set of 4 of these glasses, Franciscan. I think I got them at Heart and Hand. I love the foot on these things, and these do glow. I think I have my black light back there. I'll grab it, and I can show you guys. I don't believe there's any chips or cracks. Let me double check everybody here. No chips, cracks, or issues to any of them. Nope, they're all in good shape, but let me grab. Oh, come here. Okay. Hopefully I can make it dark enough in here just doing this. Oh yeah, because these things glow like crazy. I probably could have left the lights on and you could still see the glow. They're beautiful. All right, so the set of 4 of these, let me get them set up. Restart auction. Edit item. Oh, I need to see how much they all weigh together. All right, right about 4. If you guys see me doing the jig, it's because I have a little ditty going on in my head while I'm updating the listing. All right, so starting at $20, set of 4, Franciscan. Well, it's not really a song. It's just, you know, you know, something like that. There is a set of 4 of them. I just can't hold them up all at the same time. They're all in perfect condition. All right. I didn't hear it count down, but it looks like it ended. Right? Yeah. Okay. Let me scoot these all over. Trying to keep room. Okay. What else do we have in here? Oh, yeah. Calm down, box. So this lampe burger piece that I found at the Goodwill the other day, like I said, I think these normally come with like this kind of a heavy metal cage sort of piece that usually sits on top that I think really comes more into play when you take this part off. It's just something more decorative to sit on the top, really, is the idea. But I'd imagine you can probably find a replacement for it if you wanted. Let me move the sticker. I don't think it says anything except for France, maybe lampe burger. Yeah. Okay. We weren't missing out much. So it's debossed with a lampe burger on the bottom. Sort of a ribbed optic. It is sort of like clear at the top and then fades into this yellow that kind of gets darker as it goes to the bottom. And the bottom foot is beaded. The interior here all looks to be in really great shape. The rim, gold rim and everything, I don't even see any gold loss or anything. The wick looks to be in good shape looking at it. I don't know. It really doesn't smell very perfumey. I don't know that it was really ever used, I guess. Restart auction. Edit item. What do you weigh? A little less than a pound. All right. I kind of wish I could have slight background music going, even if it's low enough that just really I can hear it. All right, starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Lampe burger. I believe they call these catalytic diffusers. So you pour oil in it, and then the oil gets absorbed up the rope wick, and then you pull off this cap, and when this part's exposed, obviously it diffuses fragrance into the air. Much safer than the plug-in ones. All right. Did I do something? No, it says play sound effects. Normally, when the bidding is, you know, coming down to the last so many seconds, you start hearing that ding, 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 you know, and it hasn't done that noise on the last couple ones. Just weird. So I have to pay more attention. Okay. Wanted to run this with you guys too. Let me unwrap it. I'm sorry for any paper unwrapping, guys. Those of you that can't stand that. I don't believe these glow. No. I don't think so. There's nowhere I'm going that's dark enough. I don't think they do. I think they're just green. I think when I bought them, though, I thought that they kind of looked like they could glow. Now, they need to be cleaned. Obviously. Let me check around here. It is the, like, chip and dip set. I don't have the little holding rack, you know, that normally would have come with it and sat right here. And then it holds the bowl, typically. Or maybe this is just a large serving bowl and then it would have come with smaller bowls. You think that's what it was? Maybe. I don't know. But it has a matching, much larger bowl. And now I can't even remember who makes it. Doesn't matter. It's a cool bowl set. Let me figure out how much it weighs. All right. Restart auction. And what was it at? Okay, there we go. All right, so starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Really cool vintage. I'd say out of the 70s, right? Bowl set here. I love the ribbed body on these things. Oh, there it goes. Now it's making the noise. Okay. I swear it didn't on the last couple ones. And then that throws me off. Okay. Get back in there. Oh. That is huge. Oh my gosh. You guys. No, I can't remember. I must have gotten a set of 3 and wished I had gotten a set of 4 on these stinking cups. Where did I set the other one? Now I have a set. I forgot all about this one. I thought I had just 2 and I found that other broken one and I was so sad. Okay. Well, we'll rerun these. Coffee by the Sea. I feel like this artist was based out of New York. I'm trying to remember now from my video. The information's in my video. Let's hit restart. Let me weigh the 2 of these together. All right, just over a pound. So let's update that. Whoa, not 42 pounds, you silly thing. Although 42 pounds says that it was around $33 for shipping, so that's good to know. All right. Okay. So, starting at $18, running for 20 seconds. Both in perfect condition. Amazing. I'm going with coffee cups. They remind me of like styrofoam cups because of the way the crease is right here. That's what they remind me of. Okay, no takers tonight. You guys will see these again. These are beautiful cups. I will be bringing them back. Ooh, why don't we look at some of this stuff? So earlier today, I was kind of digging through some stuff. I don't think anybody would want that. It's like an old receipt. But there's a couple like advertisement kind of pieces, and I don't know if anybody's interested. So you guys let me know. This is like an advertisement piece for twine made expressly for Lindsay Brothers, Milwaukee and Minneapolis. And then it tells you all about the twine. Benedict, North Dakota is on the back there. I don't know if ephemera wise, if anybody's interested in that. And then these 2 pieces here are a little different. This is for flour, Napoleon flour. There's the back of it. I imagine maybe I don't know. Maybe the back of it was just pink because the other one's pink too. Superior to all, Napoleon flour. So if anybody's interested, I would do all 3 of these. Started at $6. Then, let me show you this. So this is new old stock. Happiness is being a grandma. And I can't open it, but I think it's a photo album. Yeah. Holds 20 prints up to 3.5 by 5 inches. Lucy Bears. And I don't think that weighs too much. Nope. All right. Restart auction. Edit item. Well, so far I haven't been having any noticeable major issues with Niknax running, and I don't want to jinx myself, but all right, starting at not $20, 20 seconds, and starting at $6. Cute little new old stock, still sealed in the original packaging. Little photo album. Happiness is being a grandma. Lucy Bears. All right. Okay, now I have this set of, I think 4. Yeah, I'm going to show them to you one at a time and then we'll run them. So these are those old photographs. What's the thing called though? It kind of looked like these weird binoculars, you know, and you slide this down and like an optical effect, it would blend it into one photo. I can't remember what that device was called, but that's what these go. A Stereograph? Am I thinking of that right? Picturesque America, Gates Brothers, Chicago. Number 2374, grinding the kids' pants. I don't know what that means. But apparently they're grinding pants. This one here is in color. It's number 78, Good Friends. Oh, and there's nothing on the back of it. Nothing on the back of this one either. It's just a little girl sitting with her dog on a bed. Looks like a pug. He's adorable. Here's another Gates brother one. It's number 2527, Happy Days of Childhood. But I got to tell you, this kid doesn't look super happy. It does not look super happy. Nothing on the back of this one. And the last one, number 60, Coke ovens. Nothing on the back of it again. But just more old historical photo. All right, I imagine those weigh not much at all. Okay, cool. Restart auction. I think we had it set for pound. Okay, perfect. Okay, so starting at $6, running for 20 seconds, a total of 4. I think that's what they're called, Stereograph pictures, right? Oh, is that one upside down? All right. Nobody's feeling the ephemera tonight. That's okay. That's quite all right. I threw it in there random on you guys. Oh, what else do we got? That has fixed. Oh, I knew. I wanted to grab. Oh. Okay. I have more Mexican art glass. This is so cool, and I do not see them in this colorway very often at all. This is like more of a teal body with same thing on the foot, like, but the teal just kind of gets darker. But then it has the cobalt blue applied handle and the cobalt rim. Kind of a skinnier pitcher. Not sure how much it holds. I'd imagine, I don't know, no less than 40 ounces at least. Probably closer to 60. Weighs just less than 3 pounds. Let me hit restart. Edit the item. All right, we should be good to go. I don't see any damage anywhere to this piece. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. The spout is in perfect condition. No chips or cracks. Of course, typically, like with the Mexican glass, you can see, you know, all the bubbles and stuff, the crudeness of it, which is part of what I love, just absolutely love about it. Oh, the sticker's still in the way, but it does have a crude pontil on the bottom there. All right, then I pulled up this one here. I'm not positive who made this one, to be honest with you. It is a vintage. I would imagine probably out of the 40s or 50s-ish. Kind of that soft sort of mauve pink barrel shaped. But I don't know if this was Hall or who did this one. A lot of the you know, older pottery companies made similar pieces, and I'm not positive. I don't see any damage. There's dirt. I need to clean it. But I don't see any damage, chips, cracks, crazing, or anything like that. And there's the base of it again for you. Let me weigh it. Right at 3 pounds. All right. Restart. Were we good? Yeah, we were good. Okay. Starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Super cool. Vintage ceramic pitcher, barrel shaped, mold formed. But again, I don't know if it was McCoy or Hall or I don't know. Shawnee. All right. Here, I'm going to set these guys over yonder here. We'll set you there. Okay. What else did we have? Those are those octagon pieces. Oh. Okay. This is that funky little teapot that I picked up the other day over at City Thrift in Waldo. It has the black glazed ball stopper jar, no chips, cracks, or crazing to it. Set it there. And then it's obviously a donut shape. I don't know how well you guys can tell, but the body of this is like a really dark navy blue. And then the handle is black and the spout is black. And no damage or issue to the spout. The base, I can see little firing pin marks, but it's not really marked or anything. No chips or cracks to the rim where you fill it either. See how much it weighs. Okay. Restart. Edit. All right, there we go. Okay, starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. I still don't know actually who made this. It very much gives me, you know, vintage sort of mid-century vibes, but I don't believe it's made by Hall, Hall. They did make similar ones, you know, the donut shape, but I don't believe that's who made this. All right. Set that guy there. Okay. Another piece that I picked up at City Thrift the other day is this beautiful ruby glass, hand painted with the gold. Let me back up. Maybe the light won't affect it so much. It is so stinking beautiful. Let me show it to you in two pieces. And it's almost kind of a little bit amberina looking, but I'm just going to leave it at ruby. But it kind of, when I'm looking, especially down through the interior of it, it like you can see it kind of looks like an amberina a little bit. Very minimal, if any, loss to the gold. I have not found any issue with the paste flowers that are painted on here. Even the gold that's on the handle seems to be in amazing condition. The interior of the lid was perfect. No chips or cracks or any issues. It is painted on the foot with matching florals, and same thing, very minimal, if any, wear to the gold. And I have, again, not found any damage to any of the paste flowers. The only issue I have found with it is right here. It has a small chip to the exterior of this rim. It's not chipped on the inside, but it is chipped to the exterior there. If you guys, I don't know how well you can see it, but I do want to note that it's otherwise in beautiful condition. All right. Let me hit restart. Edit item, about 1.5 pounds. Okay. Okay, so starting at $18 and running for 20 seconds. Beautiful candy dish. I'm going to go with candy dish. It could be just a purely decorative dish. All right. What's it saying in here? Not start. Oh. Okay. All right. We'll just leave that guy there. Okay. Now this mug, I picked up this mug thinking that this was very Pisces in style. But I believe I found out, let me see how much of this I can get off. Those are salmons, I guess. Oh, come on now. Francis Horn Sr., Coast Salish, nativenorthwest.com, Vancouver, Canada. And I think it says, I think the brand was Native Home. I'll have to finish getting the sticker off of there. It's probably roughly a 12-ounce mug. But I thought that was really cool. No chips or cracks or issues with it. It's right at about a pound. Make sure all that looks good. All right. So starting at $6, running for 20 seconds. I'm still going to call it a Pisces mug because, well, I feel like that makes sense. And I do think this company actually does make some Zodiac style stuff. All right. Okay. Now, I've got another mug for you. This is a special mug. I don't remember when I picked it up. I feel like I got it at City Thrift in Overland Park. I could be wrong. But this is Denby, England. And naturally, I wish I had more than one of these, but I do not. But this is beautiful. And there's no damage to it. There's no chips or cracks or issues. It's just gorgeous. Stinking gorgeous. All right. And it again is probably right around 12 ounce or so. What? Okay. Let's update that. Okay. So starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful Denby mug. I love this design. I love the colorway of it, I think is what really gets me with it. Okay. Now, I heard through the grapevine earlier that Niknax was like lagging a little bit. And can somebody just like give me a thumbs up or something in the chat just so I know that the chat's still working? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me and that there's not issues going on that I'm unaware of. Okay, thank you, Katie. I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't like frozen and not aware of the fact that I was. Okay, very good. I want to do this dish again real quick. This is so pretty. Hold on, I'm running out of room right here. Let me move these. Running out of room. Let's set you back in here. Okay, so this here is a little, I think, jam sort of condiment type serving set. It's 3 pieces. I'm going to show them to y'all kind of one at a time. There's crazing. If I can get it to show it to you, like that hairline crazing. Can you guys kind of tell what I'm talking about? It is all hand painted strawberries though, and a little strawberry finial on the lid. I don't believe there was any damage to it, chips or anything else. And then there's a set of 3 of these that all line up together. And it's got these little divots here to like put your spoon in, your serving spoon. And again, they're hand painted on the exterior. No chips or cracks or anything to any of these. Stinking light drives me crazy. What drives me crazy about the light is sometimes it like looks perfect and then other times it does like this. And I don't get it. I'm not a lighting expert, I guess. So no chips or cracks to those. And really there's a little bit of craze into them, but not like the plate and the lid definitely have more extensive crazing. That real fine little hairline crack crazing. And here's the back of it. And it has the packing tape. So when they, in the thrift store, they had taped the heck out of this thing to keep it, you know, all those pieces together. But their packing tape wound up going over the original sticker on here that says Fred Roberts Company, made in Japan, San Francisco. And so I'm going to use my heat gun and try to remove this packing tape and leave that sticker intact. But I can't promise how that'll turn out. But I will give it my all. All right. So our little jam serving set. Let me reassemble it here. Okay. Restart, edit. Okay. And okay, so starting, update listing, you silly thing. Starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Hand painted ceramic, made in Japan. Little strawberry decorative serving dish. All right. Where can I set you back? Okay. Oh. I wanted to do this one too. I think this one's Ellie Smith, if I remember right. It's black or amethyst glass technically, but it is extremely thick. I love the design on the back of the handles here. This is very Art Deco. I think it technically was produced like in the 40s though, but it is beautiful. There are some minor surface scratches to it, but there's no chips or cracks or any, you know, damage like around the rims or handles or anything like that. All right, hit restart. I think that would have originally probably come with like a mayo dish or some sort of condiment serving dish. But I love picking up pieces like this to put, you know, like pillar candles and do that kind of stuff with. All right, starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. Little bilateral. Oh, awesome. Thank you, James Rosie Unique Treasures. Welcome, Raiders. We are running this L.E. Smith Art Deco black glass plate. My name's Amanda. My channel is Pieces of the Past KC. I am doing a purge of my dining room inventory. And so we are kind of randomly running things. If there's anything in particular that you're looking for, feel free to ask me. And I'll try to think if I have what you're looking for. I do combined shipping. And I don't charge you guys for boxes or shipping supplies or anything like that. Just whatever the postage is for them to deliver it to you, that's what you pay. I think that's about it. If you are joining on the YouTube side and hanging out, that is awesome. Feel free. I enjoy having you. If you want to participate in the auction, though, jump over to the Niknax side. Just follow that QR code. It'll bring you right into the sale. Next up is this Nicaraguan hand-done vase. I think, honestly, the vase, for the most part, is probably machine formed. And then it's hand decorated. And so it's like in size, and you can see like the texturing they did. But it's got a monkey. It's got a hummingbird. And a toucan. And there's no damage to it. And I know I can't get it to show you the interior, but the interior of it looks really good too. This one's not signed by any particular artist or anything. It's just adorable. Right at £1. All right, let me restart that. Let's edit the shipping on this thing. Okay. All right, starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. And this one, I think I picked up at Savers over in South Olathe. For any of you local folks hanging out. I love seeing your guys' comments when I post a video and you guys are like, oh my gosh, I was just there. I saw that. I picked that same thing up and stuff like that. I think that is so cool. All right, let me set these out of the way. Here. Set you there. You up here. Okay. Now this is basically brand new. It still has the original stuff on it. World Traveler, handcrafted in India, a World Traveler collection. The artisans of India handcraft unique pieces that reflect their magnificent culture and centuries of history. Enjoy a bit of this magnificence in your own home. There can be variations as it is all hand done, making every piece unique. And I picked this up at the Goodwill, not in Waldo. It was like downtown KCMO. And I just thought it was so cool. So beautiful. All these little leaves are like little mirror pieces. And then it has all these, I think they're probably wood, those birds, and they're hand painted and applied. It's really beautiful. All right, just over 2 pounds. And let me give you guys a little measurement on it here. about 12 inches long and just shy of 7 inches wide. I am in KC. Yeah. Restart auction. Okay. All right. Starting at $12. You're in Lenexa. I'm about 10 or 15 minutes south of Olathe. But most of my thrifting happens in the Olathe and Overland Park area. And then I venture out to Waldo and Bonner Springs. And I've gone to Lawrence. I did that a couple months ago, I think. And then I went to Leavenworth not too terribly long ago. So they're all fun. They're all different, you know. All right. What else do we want to do? I know. What were these? Oh. Are these the same as those other? Wait a minute. Are these the same artists for this other couple pictures I have? Let me see. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's Crazy Town. Wow. I don't know how I did this, but I did it. I got these ones at Savers. Oh, these ones were at Savers too, but I did not get these on the same day together, like as a set of 4. Okay. Well, they're all similar themed, so I guess I would sell them as a set of 4, to be honest. There's 2 sets in like matching frames, and then the other 2 are in matching frames. Okay, so this is, I think it says Bill Alexander, but if anybody else knows better, correct me if I'm wrong. And it's a print of a dude skiing. I believe it's a print. Yeah, print. And here's the back of it. And the frame is in good condition. I mean, it looks to be in great condition. And it looks like there's a little bit of signature down here under the matting, but I can't see it. Let me move this teapot. Wow, how did I do that? Pick up 4 from the same dude. Okay, so again, ski theme. Signature here. And I wonder if we can see... I don't know. If there is another signature on the bottom of that print, I can't see it. It's well hidden behind the mat. But again, wonderful condition. And already has the wires to hang it from. And the frames feel like they're solid wood. Just FYI. Bill Alexander again. I don't see anything on the print signature-wise, but more skiing action. These ones, the frame is a little bit thicker. And for some reason, they have Velcro. I think both of these, yeah, have Velcro along the bottom, which I'm sure you could remove if you wanted to. Again, has a wire to hang it from. And lastly, ow, another one here. Oh, this one I can see. Oh, golly, I need my loop. What does that say? Oh, it says Alexander. This ever so teeny tiny spot says Alexander. But of course, he signed it on the matting. So really cool. And here's the back of it. Oh, this one has Velcro on the top and bottom. But again, a wire to hang it from. All right, so all 4 of these weigh right about 6.5 pounds. Restart auction. I cannot believe I did that. How did I do that? I believe I picked them up in sets, you know, 2 each, but wow, that's nuts. It's really cool, but it's crazy. All right. Oh my golly. Okay, so starting at $20, running for 20 seconds, all ski related, signed in. It looks like pencil on the mat. And then I don't know what you'd find if you take them out of the backing, which wouldn't be too hard to do because you just pull the staples down, you know. But now I am kind of curious what is written down there, like if they're numbered and stuff like that. How fun. I didn't expect that. Let me set these over here. That's exciting. What's this? Oh, this is one of those Italian vases. I've ran this before, but we're going to run it again. This is an Italian vase, and it's got that like small gritty sort of lava glaze. It does have a defect, manufacturer defect to the glaze here. The darkening on it, I don't know. I think that's just a darker part of glaze that got on there. It has a chip on the bottom part of the foot that you can't really see so much when it's sitting flat, but it is on the base of the foot. It's marked Italy. It's hand painted. It is vintage, and it has the original sticker on here. I can't pronounce this word. I can't even get it to show it to you. But it says genuine handmade Italian imports. So just a beautiful floral style vase. Weighs just over a pound. And let me give you a rough estimate measurement wise. It's about 8.5 inches tall and about 4.5 total in diameter. Let's hit restart. Edit the item. Okay. All right. Starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Really pretty Italian pottery, hand painted, floral design. All right. Let me set this guy back over here. Oh, I did have a piece of Wendell August forge, like a small sort of holiday style, I guess, trinket dish, because I think that's holly, isn't it? Or poinsettia or something. Poinsettia, maybe. Handmade, Wendell August, Grove City, Pennsylvania, Berlin, Ohio is on the back of it here. It's in like beautiful condition, like stunningly beautiful condition. I don't think it weighs much. Nope. All right. Restart auction. Edit item. Okay. Update. All right. Starting at $8. Running for 20 seconds. Hammered aluminum by Wendell August Forge. Just nice little trinket dish. Tray. Decorative tray. I love the shine on that. All right, big deal 25. Thank you very much. Okay, mark that, set it aside. Okay, what else do we want to do? What is this? Oh, that's not octagonal glass. You guys probably don't want to do that. All right, let's bring these out and we'll do these. Okay, so this one here is a little bit smaller. It needs a little bit of like Old English on it. It's got some minor scratches to the wood and everything. Some little decorative metal stars have been tacked on. Trying to make sure I'm keeping it in the whole shot for you. It does have the original sticker on the bottom here. It says handcrafted in Lobeco, Japan. If you can see that. And then in gold, you got your books for your little stamp books. And then for your stamps, oh gosh, what were they called? Like your, not tax stamps, but ration stamps, you know, for your old ration books. All right. Just under £1. Let's duplicate that. Okay. Update. All right. Starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. And I think it's all real wood too. Really cute decorative item. Good little mail organizer or desk organizer too. All right. Now this one here is another wood piece that I recently picked up. Has this nice little finial thing on the top. I wonder if that unscrews. Ugh, if it does, it's not very easy. So it's got the drawer that pulls out here, and the drawer is in great shape. Let me show you the front of it so you can see the design on the drawer. Yeah. I always refer to them as like ration stamps, though. They would be, some of them would be for like bread, eggs, gas, stuff like that. So during the war, that's what they would give people. So when you went to the store, you would hand in your little coupons or whatever, your little stamp tickets. So here's the rest of this. Seems to be in really great condition. And nice decorative, I'm not sure what kind of leaves these are, but nice decorative foliage. There's the base of it for you. Beautiful condition. It is a little bit tall. Where's my measuring tape? Just about 14 inches tall and about 4 inches wide. And almost 3 pounds. Okay. Edit the item. This one will need a slightly larger box, so I'm going to update that. All right. Okay, starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. Nice desk organizer. I've actually got some of those old stamp books somewheres. I keep meaning to find them. Ever since I found this piece, I've been meaning to find some of the old stamp books like that my grandparents and stuff had and bring them out. I think most of them got put in with a lot of the documentation stuff from my grandfather. My mom's dad served in World War II in the Navy, and he and my grandmother wrote each other no less than one letter every day. So they're just thousands of letters, and I spent forever going through and like organizing them and putting them into like archival sleeves and stuff like that. So a lot of them were getting real frail and stuff. And I think some of those ration book things were within some of those papers and stuff. Oh, what else? Okay. I want to do this piece of Raccoon. Now, I don't know who this artist is. It could be worth millions of dollars. I don't know. What I do know is it's beautiful. Let me back up so the light's not interfering with it too much and you guys can see it. It sort of has a foliage sort of design to it. Let me show you the lid. I do see one teeny tiny flea bite, if I can get it to show you, to the glaze right there. But it otherwise is beautiful. And let me show you the body. I don't see any issues, chips or cracks on the rim or the foot. I think the body of it looks really good. Okay, so like this part here is kind of what makes me think it kind of has like an impression of a leaf, and the light is playing tricks. So it's hard for me to show you guys, but this is so gorgeous. Oh, and like through here, kind of like fern. It is signed on the base. I have no idea whose signature that is. I'll see if it'll show you guys the entire inside. They even did a metallic iridescent sort of glaze on the interior. I love it. It's beautiful. Let me weigh it. All right, just about 2 pounds. Let me edit this. Got to reset back. Typically, I have my postage set to 12 by 8 by 10 boxes and then just adjust the pounds as needed, if needed. But occasionally, we're running things that are a little bit bigger, and I know we're going to need a little bit bigger box, and so I have to remember to adjust it back. Okay, starting at $20, running for 20 seconds. Beautiful. I don't know if you call it a ginger jar, an urn, a cash pot kind of thing. I don't know. All I know is it's gorgeous. Gorgeous Raccoon pottery. All right. Set this guy back over here. Okay. Plates. I haven't even pulled this out of the Savers baggie yet. Let's see. This is a Villeroy Boch Christmas ornament. That's trash now. Show it to you guys. Hi, fancy lady. What's that thing say? Oh, Villeroy Boch, 1748. Can I shake it out this way? What's it say? Christmas joy. Okay. I guess that's what the ornament's called, Christmas joy. It's a little girl with her doll. And I'm assuming it's probably been hung on a Christmas tree before, but it's still in its original box, and the box is in perfect condition. And as far as I can tell, let me see if I can open this. And we'll double check the ornament to make sure it's damage free, because I don't want to tell you that it is and lie. Come out of there, girl. Nope, she looks beautiful. Got her little dolly there. I don't see any chips, cracks, breaks, repairs. I don't see any issues with her. All right. Let me slide her back in the box. And I don't know, maybe it's a little early to do Christmas stuff, but hey, here we are. I really don't have too much in the way of Christmas items. Okay, let me see. She's probably, yeah, like half a pound. All right. Restart auction. Edit item. Okay. I do have the fish wall pocket, Amy. All right, starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. And I set him out somewhere too, so that we could run him. All right. Where the heck did I set him? Oh. Did I put that fish? That's not it. I'll have to find him. Okay, I'll find him in a minute. Well, I was probably going to start him at $30 or $40, to be honest with you. Are you interested in him? These here are some amber colored Whitehall glasses. I have a set of 2 of them. Let me double check them over. I don't have much in my inventory that I would start terribly high, but I think he's one of them. All right, I don't see any chips or cracks. They need to be washed, and I'll wash them for you, but I don't see any damage to either. Let me weigh him. Just over 2 pounds. Restart. Okay. All right, starting at $10 for the set of 2 Whitehall. What are they, Colony Whitehall? Am I thinking of that right? I can't remember if they actually called them amber or if they had a special name for them, but all right. Those guys there. I don't know. Let's okay. This, I think, is an antique. And it's pretty heavy duty. And it does still have the blade, but the blade is rather dull. You could definitely use this for decorative purposes, or it's in good enough condition, to be honest with you. If you wanted to put the little bit of elbow grease into it, you could easily make this a functional piece again, but it's a paper cutter. And let me show you this side. I don't know that there was any like maker's information or anything anywhere on here that I know of. Nope. It's just old. It does weigh quite a bit though. I'm sure. About 2.5 pounds. Not bad. Restart auction. Edit item. Where were we at? Oh, that works. Okay. So starting at $10. I don't know what these go for, these antique, you know, like paper cutter things. I mean, I know they're collectible and stuff. But like if I was to go list this just in my store, I have no idea what I would list it for. All right. I didn't know if there'd be any interest in that, but I figured why not bring it out? It's a little more rustic than I normally do, but okay. Now, whew, okay, I picked this up at the Goodwill, I think actually in Leavenworth, and it's sort of a, it's Jack in the Pulpit, sort of cornucopia style. It's footed. To my knowledge, this doesn't glow or do anything crazy. I don't think so. Does it? Hold on. Let me make sure. No, I don't think so. I think the green swirls in it were throwing me. Okay. Nonetheless, it's freaking gorgeous. It does need to be cleaned up, so I know it looks a little bit foggy, but it just needs a bath, and I'll clean it up. Check for damage. I don't see any. And I don't see any maker's marks or signatures or anything like that. I don't know if this is Sooner glass. Does anybody have a rough idea? I'm not sure. What I do know is it's pretty and it's in perfect condition. Let me weigh it here. All right, it's just over 3 pounds. Restart auction. Hey, Jewelry by G. Cammy Cat, welcome back. All right, what was it? Just over 3. Okay. Okay, update listing. All right, so starting at $18, running for 20 seconds. It's a footed on the back side, cornucopia sort of shaped, Jack in the Pulpit style, art glass, blown art glass. And I don't know how well you guys can see these like color swirls in here and stuff, but oh my gosh, is that pretty. It definitely does need a bath though, I'm not gonna lie. It definitely needs a bath. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. What are those? Oh, those are those wine glasses. What are these? Oh my good golly. Oh, Paul pencil mugs. I don't know if anybody would be much into those. Oh, here's a couple more pieces. And okay, so they both are signed. I think it says A. Buchanan 47, but I'm not entirely convinced that this is 1947. And the reason I say that is the type of paper that this is painted on. It looks like it's a watercolor, maybe mixed slightly with like a little bit of acrylic, but mainly watercolor. And there's a set of 2. Oh, let me show you the back of this. So, and of course I haven't pulled the paper off or anything, and I'll try to remove these stickers with a little bit of heat. The frames overall, you know, like this one has a little ding here. They're old wood frames, guys. But they do have glass fronts, and as far as I can tell, the glass is perfect on them. Same thing here. Maybe it says Paulson, A. Paulson 47. But I mean, they've definitely got some age to them, that's for sure. But just the type of paper it is, like I said, I'm just not entirely convinced. Here's the back of this one, that they are 1947, but I could be wrong. Maybe they are. I'm not an art expert by any means. All right, restart auction. Edit item, and what do they weigh? Just at £1. Okay. Let's fix the shipping here. Okay. So starting at $16 for the set of 2, matching roughly pieces that are signed. I don't know who this artist is, but they did an incredible job. All right. Let me set those other art pieces. Let's see. What else we got? What else was back here? Those are those Hall pedestal mugs. Oh, okay. All right. Dang it. I love this piece. You guys, if you watch my channel, you probably saw me pick this up. It's incised with Catnapping Sexton 1984. And if I remember right, this artist does a lot of this sort of whimsical sort of pottery. But this is 3 cats laying in bed. I feel like it's possible some of them are missing whiskers. I'm not sure of that. But let me check around for any other damage to it. Oh, here. I was going to say, I knew I'd found something. So I realized eventually that this part of the bed skirt looks like it had broken off at one point. Let's see if I can get the light to adjust. And was glued back in there. Now, if it was me, because the glue is kind of yellowed, if it was me, I would probably use a little adhesive remover and re-glue it myself. But nonetheless, it's adorable. Let me find out how much it weighs. It's completely handmade pottery. And I love it. What's it weigh? About 1.5. Okay. All right. That ought to work. Okay. So starting at $12, running for 20 seconds. We have our art pottery, Catnapping. 3 kitties chilling in bed. I love their expressions too. They're the goofiest looking little dudes. All right. Let me wrap you guys back up. All right. Well, let's find, I don't know, what time is it? 7 o'clock? We've been going for what, an hour and 40 minutes? Okay. Let's do another thing or 2 at least. What else do I got? Oh my gosh, that's a big baking dish. Those are those wine glasses. under there. Oh. What is all this stuff? Oh, that's really pretty. Oh, and that's really cool. Oh, and that's an invitation set. Okay. What's this? Oh my gosh. Okay. Good Lord. Let me see if I can get back out of here. Okay. I grabbed 3 more things that we're going to run. The fish. Yeah. Who was it? Was it Amy? Was asking about the fish, which Amy, if you do want to get in on, if we run the fish tonight, if you want to get in on that, you have to come over to the Niknax side in order to bid. Because I noticed you're over on YouTube. So just a heads up. The fish, Cami Cat, I'm happy to run. I'd probably start them at least $30. So if you guys are interested in that, I'm happy to run them though. You think it's AM now? All right. Well, let me try. I'm going to run a couple things real quick. Okay. Let's start with this. This one here. Who made this? Now I don't remember. Now I don't remember who made it. Son of a gun. Okay. Anywho. Oh, I gotcha. I'm following you. Okay, cool. All right. So this is a lidded canister. I cannot for the life of me remember who produced this. But it has, this isn't that Pyrex pattern, but it's similar to it, you know, like that spice of life or whatever. Now this one does still have the plastic seal. Oh, stinking light. Does it help if I put, well, definitely it doesn't help with white. Does it help if I put black behind it at all? No, not really, huh? Well, that sucks. Okay. Let me try backing up. Okay. So the glass to the lid is in perfect condition, but the seal itself does have this crack running down the middle of it. Around the edges of the seal is fine, however. The jar has no chips or cracks, no fade or issue to the design, no damage to the jar. Again, let me step back. Darn light. It's just a big canister. Let me weigh it real quick. Gosh, I wish I could remember who makes that. Oh no, not send chat. Restart auction. Okay, almost there. Dun, da, da, da. There we go. All right. So starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. All right. Set that there for now. Okay, so then we had, I hope I can find that fish. I specifically set him somewhere so I could find him, so it's going to make me mad if I can't. All right, so this one is hand painted, made in Poland. Little dish. I think, let me check it over. It has a tiny flea bite right there, and it has a tiny flea bite right there. The dish itself has very minor crazing. but it is adorable. It is a floral design. Let me back up so the light's not drowning it out. Floral design all the way around. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know what it was originally intended for, but I'm going with jewelry or trinket dish or whatever. Q-tip dish, whatever. Let's hit restart. Let's weigh that. Okay. I love the Polish folk art pottery pieces. And I think when I picked that up, I think there was another piece that matched it, but it was broken. So I didn't get it. All right, starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Little ceramic Polish dish. Try and back up so the light cooperates. All right, big deal 25. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Number was that? 3. All right. Okay. Set that over there. All right, guys. And not long ago, oh, you're very welcome. Not long ago, I found Dumbo. I think this is Dumbo, right? He's not, well, he is marked, but I think it's a mold number. It's something 41, I think, on the base there. I can't really make it out. But let me look him over. He has very minor crazing. I don't see any damage to his trunk or any other flea bites or cracks or any issues. Just a little bit of crazing to him. Let me see what he weighs. Can't weigh that much. About half a pound. All right. Edit item. Let's fix the shipping. No, you booger. Go back. There we go. Okay. So we have vintage Dumbo. Now there's several companies that license with Disney and stuff and made pieces like this, including over in Japan. And so who actually produced them, I don't for sure know. But starting at $8, running for 20 seconds. Adorable, giant-eared, yellow bonnet wearing Dumbo-like figurine. So cute. I think when I first saw him, I was expecting him like to be a bank or something, but nope, he's just a figurine. All right, let me see if I can find that dang fish. I set it out. Is this him? Please be him. No, that's not him. See, I set it somewhere special and then I moved stuff naturally. Why wouldn't I have done that? Oh, son of a gun. Is that him? Is that you? No? What are you, though? Oh, you're that art pottery candlestick. Oh, golly. Is this you? Oh, ha, 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 ha. Found him. All right. Well, I specifically wrapped him up and had planned on running him, and I'm like, I want to make sure I know where he's at. And then I moved things around, and that didn't work out very good, did it? That's okay. All right. let's see, restart auction, edit item. Okay. Okay. Let me give you his specs here. He is right about 8 inches long and about 5.5 tall. And he does have, if you guys saw the video with him, he does have that tiny, oh gosh, stinking light. He has a tiny flea bite right down here somewhere. Right there. I think that's just dirt. There is a little crack under here that I think is a firing crack. It's glazed over. It doesn't extend. It's just small, maybe slightly more than a 1/4 inch long. It doesn't go all the way around. It doesn't look like his tail was broken off. It looks like that happened in processing. And his sticker, left in, original sticker, gold red sticker on him. All right. So starting at $30. Oh, here's his wall pocket side. I'll clean him out for you too. Running for 20 seconds. The little hole to hang him from is in good condition. All right, Cammy Cat, congratulations. Thank you very much. What was that, number 4? All right. Okay, got him set to the side. Okay, I don't know if I had anything else that was impeccable to run tonight. So let's see. What's down there? Some canisters. Big wood box. Picture thing. Okay. Now I'll have to start digging down here. What were these? What are these? Oh, some more tumblers. Franciscan tumblers. Wasn't somebody yesterday asking me about tumblers? If who was asking me about tumblers yesterday, if you're in here, let me know. And I guess let me know if you'd be interested in these ones. They're kind of a, oh, it was you, Katie? Kind of a paneled optic. You want me to run these ones? I don't remember if I have 4 or 6 of them over there. You can't buy. I'll wait. I'll wait. I was getting ready to wrap up anyway. We've been going, how long now? Almost 2 hours, y'all. Almost 2 hours. I can't believe my back is holding out this long. I cannot believe it. Oh, I'll tell you what. I set these guys out because I wanted to rerun them. Let's rerun these because they're ridiculously cute. And then we'll call it a night. We'll find somebody to go raid. Duplicate. Edit item. All right. And these are hand-painted glass, stemless glass wine glasses. Okay. All right. So one is a red bird. and one is a bluebird. But I've gotten on my loop. They are, in fact, hand painted. They are in perfect condition. They're beautiful. I don't know who made them. They have smooth, polished bases, but they're not signed or marked or anything. And when I tried like Google lensing them, I think it was Pure One made, if not these ones, very similar ones. But yeah, they're not signed anywhere. So I mean, I don't know. I found them in Goodwill and I can't help myself, guys. They got flipping birds on them. What am I supposed to do, let's see. Oh, did I already have it set? I think I did, didn't I? Oh boy. Probably is time for me to quit for the night then, because I forgot I already got things ready. Okay, so starting at $10, running for 20 seconds. 2 stemless wine glasses. And what's funny is right before the sale started tonight for me, guys, I was out back on my deck and we have this tree, and it is a tree, but it grows and fills out more like a bush kind of thing. And there were, I mean, I'm thinking no less than a dozen bluebirds. And I normally don't see them all like congregated together like that, but there had to have been more than a dozen of them. And I don't know what the heck was in that tree, but they were loving it. They were loving it. They were just flying in and out of it. I think I stood out there for like half an hour just watching them. Big Deal 25. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Oh, I put my pen cap back on. Oh, you're very welcome. Number 5. All right. Got that marked for you. But yeah, my husband makes fun of me and says that I'm turning into the, the old lady that watches birds and stuff and whatnot. But like right after it rains and stuff, I kind of love it because especially our neighbor's backyard, they have a ton of trees in their backyard, and it sounds like a little rainforest back there, It's just, I don't know. I enjoy sitting out there listening to the birds. I think it's fun. I don't know if there's anything else we should run while I'm still on here or not. I don't know. I can't believe nobody wanted those Franciscan glasses, but Katie, I'm going to wait and I'm going to save them. I had these Franciscan glasses. They glow. And then I had these amber colony glasses. And then I've got these. So I'll wait. I'll run them. I'll run them next time. You know what? Let's run this little raccoon piece again. I love this. I'm honestly not going to be mad if I wind up keeping this though either. I just think this is cool. This is the one they call petroglyph, and it's I can't make out what this part of it is. I'll see you later, Katie. Thanks for coming. I can't make out what this part of it is, but right here says Hawaii on it. All right, so I'm going to make this the last thing we run. Now, here in a second, I will show you edit item. I don't think it weighed too much. Okay. Fix that. Because this piece does have one flaw to it, which is right here. It's a chip. It's not on the interior of it. It's a chip to the exterior. Are those plates on side right? What plates? I've bought in so many plates. I don't know what plates you're talking about. I have an obsession with buying plates. So right here it has this chip, and it looks like whoever owned it before tried to fill it in with like maybe I'm thinking black permanent marker. Like I said yesterday, if it was me, I would probably paint this part in with black and like a very matte black, and then come in with like a similar matching metallic sort of tone and brush over it. And, you know, that way it covers it up better if it was me, because it's too beautiful of a piece. But they refer to this as petroglyph, and it's, of course, Raccoon. The interior of it looks good. The only damage to it is that chip right there. All right, starting at $6, running for 20 seconds. Big deal, 25. What plates are you talking about? I don't know. On my china cabinet on the right. Plates on the china cabinet on the right. Dun, dun, dun. Over here, or are you talking about over these ones? Those actually are mine, but to be honest, I'm not against selling them, guys. There's probably in the future going to be quite a bit of my own personal stuff that I start selling off as well. Right now, these are holding a few things. They're actually pasta bowls, and I'll bring them over and show you. It was holding a few jewelry backs from the last time I did a jewelry sale, which was a very long time ago. But these are certified international with the chef guy. And so they're pasta bowls. And then I have the serving bowl back there. But the serving bowl, because of the plate holder I had it in, wound up with a couple small chips around the rim. So let me grab that and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The pasta bowls themselves, I think, were in fine condition. Okay. So, well, maybe it wasn't the plate holder because it held it down here, but it somehow wound up getting a couple flea bites to the side here. But so certified international, big giant pasta bowl set. So if you're interested in it, it's quite large. It'll need a decent sized box. Probably, I don't know, $25 starting bid. I'm down to let them go. I need to wash them up. Let me look at the other bowls, make sure. Yeah, the bowls look to be in good condition. All right, let me find out how much it weighs. All right, they weigh about 11 pounds. Let me put it in here and see what the shipping looks like on your end. Restart auction. And then you tell me. Because I know they're going to need a little bit bigger size box. What are they at? And so. Because I do have some other back there, just dishware sets and stuff that I have, you know, picked up thrifting with the intention of listing. And like I've briefly explained to y'all, just due to some things that have changed drastically just a couple days ago, unexpectedly. I'm having to shift the way I'm doing everything. And so I'm down to sell like dish sets via live sale. I know that a lot of them are going to require a slightly larger box, and they're going to weigh a little bit more. Like the shipping cost is going to be up there a little bit on them. So, all right. Look okay on your end, big deal, 25? I'm going to go ahead and start the auction. Starting at $25. It includes 4 pasta bowls and the giant pasta serving bowl that has a few flea bites to the rim over here. All right, perfect. Big deal 25. Congratulations. Thank you very much. What is that, number 6? All right. All right. Well, you just helped me clear off some room on my china cabinet. All right, guys. I guess that's it for tonight. We still have plenty more to go. Some of which you guys have seen we've ran before. Some of which you guys, of course, have not. But I will pack them very, very well. Don't worry about that. Big deal 25. But yeah, I'm purging my inventory. And so if you see anything on my Niknax, in my Niknax store that you're interested in, feel free to shoot me a message with an offer on it. I know if you like put a heart on it, it'll allow me to send you an offer, and I'll probably send you an offer of 50% off. I'm literally trying to, I'm not trying, I have to purge a lot of inventory that I have on hand. So, yeah, it is what it is, guys. But you know, I think I'm going to talk to y'all more about it tomorrow, I think. And I think in the long run, things will work out. You know, you just got to roll with the flow. There's very little in our lives that we can control, and you just got to roll with the flow. And that's what I'm doing. So I appreciate all y'all, you know, coming to my sale and participating and helping me out and picking up some fun treasures and stuff like that. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. This is fun to do. So I really appreciate everybody showing up. Everybody who was in the sale yesterday and bought something, all your packages went out. I think we dropped them off at like 3 p.m. today. So you should be getting them, I don't know, in the next few days-ish or so, I would think. So let's go find somebody to raid, guys. Let's see. Who do we want to raid? Let's go over to Gigi's vault. Did we do Gigi's vault recently? I don't remember. I don't know. But we're going to go over to Gigi's vault and see what's going on. All right, guys.